I could sing anything. And then everybody by now should know that.
Chaka Khan has always had a voice. Her work started at her school, campaigning for better education about Black history academic programs. She soon linked up with the Black Panther Party, befriended activist Fred Hampton, and went to work on behalf of Black folks, creating school lunch services, among other programs. And of course, she grew up to become a legendary singer. The Queen of Funk has earned 10 Grammy Awards and has sold in excess of 75 million records and counting. And she's still using her voice in all ways. She recorded a track in the memory of Trayvon Martin. She has a new joint album with Prince on the way, and she's currently voicing a character in Disney's The One and Only Ivan. We chat. So you had a voice before we knew you had a voice. One thing that I learned about your story is that you were an activist as a teenager in Chicago. Tell me a little bit about how that began for you.
It happened to start in high school, obviously. But there was actually a teacher named Miss Jenkins, and she's a Pan-African woman and very beautiful and wore garb to school every day, very articulate, very pretty. And she and I became tight. We used to catch her on her break, she catch me on mine, and we talked. And so we decided to start a movement at my high school at the time called CASO, Calumet Afro Student Organization. And we were going to work on getting rid of this principal we had and getting more African American social studies and history classes, you know, just to improve the quality of teaching that we were not getting. So we were very successful. We had lots of walkouts. I used to set off cherry bombs in school to start the walkouts going, and the police would come, and then all the girls would be out there swinging our bags and getting arrested. And it was always the girls that got arrested because we were the most active. Really? No, 2 FBI agents came to my house. They said to her, "You might want to tell your daughter or make sure that she stops with all the stuff she's doing, because she's getting ready to be of an age soon where something's going to stay on her record. And if she ever gets arrested, you know, you can't say anything about it." We took scare tactics, you know. So my mother read it like for what it was, you know, because she was supportive. When my father had remarried and I moved in with him, and he's a photographer, and he was also an activist. So it's his wife, Connie, my stepmom. And we took a lot of rallies and Black Panther rallies and other kinds of SNCC and all sorts of rallies. And my father and my stepmom. And that's where I became acquainted with the Panther Party. Fred Hampton and I became really great friends.
Right.
And he got murdered in his sleep. And his wife, his pregnant wife that shot, she survived by Hanrahan, who was the distributor, that's right, just returned the Chicago man, or police, something, maybe a police chief, I don't know, one of those damn things. Yeah. So it got, up until that time, I had become a member of the Panther Party, and I started a free breakfast for children program there at church. I used to miss first and second period every day because that's when I was feeding the kids.
Does it disappoint you that 50 years later, we're still having a lot of these same conversations?
I can't say I'm surprised. I would just say I'm really tired of it. Enough is really enough now. Mm-hmm. All I can do is what I can do.
Yeah.
That's all of us can do, is everything we can.
One thing that you've done definitely is use your singing voice. I love the song that you did in honor of Trayvon Martin a few years back. Tell me a little bit about why you wanted to get involved in that way.
Well, because I saw a really frightening and horrible trend taking place. That scared the hell out of me. But that wiped me out when that happened. I was like, oh, hell no.
Film credit came 40 years ago in the Blues Brothers. Was that a toe dip, or did you have an intention maybe to do something more?
It was a knee jerk and a toe dip, baby.
What made you say yes to that? Yes.
Now Landis and my husband at the time were good friends. Mm-hmm. So John asked me to be in the film, and I would have to sing a song in the film, doing the choir part. I said, yeah, what the hell? It'd be great. You know, I liked, I really like John Belushi. I really dug him. He's a great guy. Mm-hmm. I did want to meet him, and I did. We used to ride the golf carts around. He used to take me on wild rides in a golf cart all around the studios. Yeah, it was a great. We had fun every day. The choir had a freaking full-out barbecue in this lot in the parking lot, girl. Yeah. Every day, ribs, cornbread, greens. I mean, they spread it out and laid it down.
What made you say yes to the one and only Ivan, which is now streaming on Disney Plus?
You know, I trust the universe and God to bring to me what I'm supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So I trust in that process. I truly do. Yeah. And things do come to me like that, and I know that it's okay. This is something that I'm going to do. Because the way I felt when I heard about it, I said, okay, this is a whole tug with my strings. So I said, okay. So and then I didn't find out till after I'd done my voiceover and stuff that who all the people that were in it. Yeah. It was like the week of it, the first aired. Mm-hmm. I think they aired it a few times on Disney, streamed it. And then we had a big interview session with all of the characters, mm-hmm. and included myself. So I saw who else was all in the film. I was like, oh dear. And it was a book. I said, oh. And so I have to get the book for my grandkids, so they can get the inside story.
Did you ever imagine a career where you would do what you've done in music, also in the Hollywood space? Was that something that you wanted to see come to fruition at some point?
No, I'm always surprised at life. I haven't set any markers for myself or stuff like that, because life shouldn't be scripted. It's a live it. In order to enjoy it, really enjoy it, all of it, or anything that comes to you, and in order to enjoy it in its entirety, you have to be open to the process, of what's happening here, and trust it. And I have, and I'm not bored. Because
all this time, not bored still, right?
Oh, not bored yet. So that's my biggest fear, is to fall out of love with what I do, or to be bored with it.
What were you seeing, at the time? Because you were the first, let's say the first R&B artist to successfully cross over with the hip hop sound ever, the first to do it. But were you looking at it as you were trying to usher in this new generation? Because ultimately, as you know, your music has been repurposed or remade from Mary J. Blige, Kanye West, so on and so forth.
Everybody but me, but everyone but me. I really hate to be boxed in, like R&B singer or whatever. I can sing anything, and then everybody by now should know that. Yeah. But everything except Chinese folk music. But I could probably sing that if I liked the song.
I think you could. Right.
I mean, I've sung it. I just have no boundaries, and that's what I love about it.
Are there any thoughts about some new music, and are you working on anything we can tell people about?
Yeah, I have lots of music already done. I'm just trying to get it together, get it straight. Now, Prince and I have an entire CD together.
Yeah.
Come to my house. Working on that, getting that. He's half. He owns half, but I only have half. So we're trying to work it out how. We're gonna. Don't worry, I'm gonna get her done. I've got a couple more albums sitting on ice that I've done. I did one of them. I did maybe 6 years ago. It's still slamming.
Absolutely. You had me at joint album with Prince. Give us all of that music, please.
Yeah,
and
that's the plan.
We
That's
need
the plan
it.
because it's really good.
Yeah.
Yes, we do need it. Yeah. It's really, we did a whole CD in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks. Wow. How long ago did you guys record that project?
The late night. It was before 20. It's 19 something. It was after 1999. It was 2000, maybe 2000, early 2000s, Yeah. So like 15, at least, no younger than 15 years ago. He's a timeless musician, as am I. So ain't no time stamps on stuff. Up next is Emmy buzzing actor William Harper Jackson of NBC's The Good Place,